So welcome to today's meditation time. I am coming to you from a hotel in Austin, Texas, where I get to be for a few days. And I stopped for a minute and thought, okay, it's Sunday. It's time to get ready for meditation. So it just feels really good to know that no matter where we are, our meditation practice goes with us. It's not something that has to be beholden to a place or to a certain kind of location, but it truly can be what we take with us in our work life and our travel life and just the everyday parts of what we do. So I'm going to get comfortable where I am. I hope that you're doing the same, just in a spot where you feel like for these few minutes you can sit, find a little comfort in your physical body. And today our word that we are focusing on is renewal. And when I was planning these words way back almost a month ago now, I had renewal as the last word before we head to this new moon that's coming in just a couple of days. And I thought, I want a word that is going to help us usher in this night when the moon shows no light, shows only darkness. And I thought, it sounds almost contradictory, but what a perfect word for this time in the phase of the moon, renewal. And so what I want you to do is you sit there, just think for a second with your eyes closed, just gently breathing in and out, nice and slowly. When I say the word renewal, what do you picture? Think about that credit card that you get that's got a renewal date on it, and they send you a new one and you chop up the old one and you throw it away and you activate the new card. There's probably a lot of other just scenarios in your mind that you think of when you think of renewal. Maybe it's recommitting to a lease or to a contract after a year or however much has gone by, and you want to say that I am still committed here, a renewal. I think about couples who've been married for a long time and they decide to have a renewal ceremony to say again in front of their friends and family that we are still committed to each other. Renewal. And so all of those scenarios hopefully can maybe speak to you each individually. But I want to share a quote with you that I think has to be a precursor to this idea of renewal. And it's the words of Deepak Chopra, and he says, "The elimination of toxins awakens our capacity for renewal." So just listen to that as you're seated. Just notice how those words just kind of resonate with you. Let your shoulders just relax. Let your wrinkles in your forehead go. Let your jaw unhinge. And just listen one more time. The elimination of toxins awakens our capacity for renewal. And so now as we're seated here collectively, I want you to picture what happens when you go out on a hot Texas day, or what happens when you stand in a hot yoga studio with the heat turned way up. All of a sudden your body, your physical self, your skin, it knows just what to do. You don't have to tell your skin to sweat, to release, to cleanse, to renew. It just knows to do it. But I think what Deepak is talking about is not the elimination of toxins from our skin and from our physical being. I think what he's talking about is the toxins that we've allowed, sometimes unknowingly, into our space. So if the heat of the Texas sun or the heat of a hot yoga studio helps our skin to do what it needs to do, what then can help our heart and our mind to find the same kind of elimination? I would propose that comes during our meditation practice. We show up, we breathe, and we try to take the things out of our space that are getting in the way of us being present, of us being loving and kind to ourselves, of us experiencing the joy that's within us. And so we come here, and maybe in your home you've closed the door, Maybe you've turned the lights off. You've told the people in your house just to give you your time. You've set the fur baby over to the side if he disturbs you. And so you do things intentionally to protect these minutes. So what are we doing to protect our heart and our mind from these toxins that just have their way of creeping in and latching on? Just think about the vibration of people that you've been around lately. Almost immediately, you feel their presence if it's going to be good or bad for you. If someone is stressed and angry and frustrated, you feel it. If someone is calm and peaceful and loving and patient, you feel that. And so tonight, what I want us to do is we think about this word renewal, and we'll grow quiet in just a moment. I want us to think about, what are we letting into our space? What kind of people are we giving our attention to? There are going to be people that we have to interact with. That's just part of life. But we don't have to absorb their frustration, their anger, their unkind words into us. They can be and they can go, and not leave a trail of those toxins behind. And he says that the elimination of toxins awakens our capacity for renewal. So in these moments that we have together, let's grow quiet. Let's feel the awakening. And most of all, let's feel the capacity for each of us, personally and then collectively for our world. So breathe in. Feel the power of the breath filling you up. And breathe out the things that do not serve you. Breathe in and breathe out. And you don't have to name the things, you don't have to picture the faces, but just use your breath as cleansing and eliminating the things that don't belong in your space. Breathing in, I awaken the capacity that I have for renewal. Breathing out, I release all the things that do not serve me any longer. Breathing in, I commit to the elimination of the toxins that are around me. And breathing out, I feel the liberation of what it is like to let go. And finally, breathing in, I feel the power of what that capacity gives me. And breathing out, I feel the lightness in my heart, in my mind, and in my spirit. Dr. Chopra says, the elimination of toxins in our life has the capacity to awaken renewal in each and every one of us. Let's commit to that in the moments and the days ahead. Letting go of the stuff, finding our awakening. Namaste.